Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 9 minutes late. That's not bad going considering the traffic jams I've had to endure on the way to get here. Welcome to London City Airport, where the sun is definitely going to play a little bit of havoc today with our vision. But once we're zoomed in, everything looks great, as you can see there. We're here for the afternoon to bring you some smaller jet action, shall we say. Hope you find you well today. Tyler John, first on, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to London. I'd like to give some perspective of where we are, which gives you a great view of the city here. Also the famous cable car. Can I see it in a minute? There you go. The Emirates airline, as it was certainly used to be called when I rode it. I don't know if it's still called that now. Anyway, it's a lovely day here. We have our viewpoint across the river. A little bit of wind. Let's see if I can calm that noise down a little bit. Get the right mix so we can still hear the planes though. Let's try that. So for those of you who haven't been here before or seen this before, the end of the runway is kind of about there. You just see the lights down here. Our first arrival is in about 22 minutes past the last time I looked, and they'll be landing in this direction right in front of us, and generally they will turn around here back into one of the parking stands, which of course are right in front of us. There is something hidden behind there. I've never been to the airport before, I can't tell you what's actually behind there, but I don't think we're missing the sight of any aircraft, which is the main thing. So as soon as that one's on approach, I will bring it to you. As you can see, the wind is blowing to the west, so we're on, sorry, the wind is blowing to the east, so we are on easterly operations here at the airport. There's the windsock. Swirling a little bit, but nothing too dramatic. It's reasonably warm here. And although it's not particularly clear at the moment, if I zoom back around here, I am seeing some amazing stuff going into Heathrow as well. I know you've got Jerry and Big Jet TV on at the moment, which of course you can tune into both. YouTube doesn't mind if you have both channels going, by the way, but you can sometimes see some of the arrivals going in. So if we see anything, we'll certainly point the cameras skybound for that particular delight. Right now I'll just make some final adjustments here. Do some quick checks. I can't believe we actually got on early. It's a miracle. Now, is the date show? Of course, the date showing wrong. Let me just sort that out. Yes, Tyler, saw your message. Nice one. That was a great video Lucas put up. What Tyler's talking about there is a video on TikTok about pushing back. Lucas, one of the brilliant ground staff at Bristol Airport, and well, there's one there and I can't see it. There it is. Just a little tiddler going into Heathrow there. One of the amazing ground staff at Bristol, and pushed a video on about pushing back, and also used some of our video when we had caught him earlier during the day, so that was great. Really enjoyed seeing that. Well worth a follow. Right, the winter sun is definitely providing a challenging long view, but we can get these amazing kind of short views in. Let me just see if there's anything loading at the moment. This would have been a great day for me to bring sunglasses, let me tell you. There you go, looks like there might be some action down there. We'll just keep an eye on that one for a minute. Excuse me. Here's some big one. Some big stuff going into Heathrow. Hoping we don't get rained on today. Can never discount that popularity during that option rather during a Planecaster stream, that's for sure. Good afternoon from London City Airport, folks, if you've just joined us. Airport reopens at 12 o'clock on Sundays, so this is the optimum time really. I can see 7 jets. I can see 7 BA City flyers in at the minute. There's stuff due in, and obviously all these are going to be due out at some point as well. We've got stuff going into Heathrow as well, which I keep noticing. I think it's just gone behind the cloud there. There it is. Oh no. Yeah, come out the other side, there you go. Bonus shots for you while we're waiting for our first arrival of the day. Let me check on that now. So our first departure is, first arrival, sorry, is due here in about 6 minutes' time. It's coming in from Berlin. And you're also going to hear the noise in just a second of the people making use of the water sports facility around this amazing area. 4 lads in a big longboat doing their thing. You can hear them. I won't include them on the video because I haven't got their permission, so it seems better not to. So the arrival that's coming in is an Embraer 190. It's coming in from Berlin. It's another BA City flyer. It's currently just over the coast of North Kent, just to the west of Margate.
exercise, don't wash out. Keep the brakes covered, take them out by tapping down.
That's the instructions coming from, is it the Cox, who's riding his bike behind me on the path here beside a few of the big public buildings here, just opposite London City Airport, where we're afforded these amazing views. First departure of the day here from London City we can expect soon. According to my records, 12:35. The first one due is the Florence, followed by Geneva, followed by Milan, Malaga, San Sebastian and Zurich. To give you an idea, it's a fairly steady stream of action here once things get going. You can hear the sound of aircraft coming over us. It's nothing particularly interesting, otherwise I'd make sure we got it for you, don't worry. Definitely would have been a great idea on my behalf to have had a hat today, because it's or sunglasses, because it's super bright. The weather pessimist in me did not expect that sort of weather. Still, it's all very nice that we do have it, I suppose. Excuse the bumping around for a second, I'm just adjusting the equipment to try and get the best shots possible. Pete Wright, good morning Danny, sorry late to this, just off to do a bit of mesh-tastic, then I'll be back hopefully. No problem Pete, no problem at all. Pete should be back with me hopefully next weekend from Bristol, because we're all used to seeing Planecaster from Bristol Airport, no doubt. Just happened to be in the area today, so we thought we'd catch you a bit of London City action as well. Excuse me. So from what I can see, ahead of the first arrival, there's a little bit of runway inspection occurring. General security, as you'd expect.
Keep the legs on, girl!
More tuition there for the ladies in the boats. You might have just caught in the camera there. So they cycle along behind me with either a megaphone or a loudspeaker in their bike. It's quite a good setup. get me a flight out of London City soon. It feels like an adventure. I need to have quite the takeoff apparently from those who've flown out of this airport, and the landing is a bit of a steeper angle, so a bit more exciting. Some considerable braking action as well when you do get down on the runway. It's not a particularly long runway here, as you will see. Our first arrival is not too far away. As soon as I see it on the horizon, we'll swing the camera around. It's a city flyer Embraer in from Berlin. Neil Russell Hubbard, good afternoon to you, welcome. Pete mentions our logo in the corner. Normally we won't, I don't think we'll have our usual level of data here because it's only set up for Bristol Airport at the moment, although that's going to change very, very soon. But our data is supplied from our friends at Radarbox. It's a brilliant app. You should download that. You've probably got your own favourite radar app, but give this a go if you have a minute. It's free to download, and then if you want to subscribe to any of the premium stuff that they've got, and it really is good stuff, then you will get 20% off by using the code Planecaster20. You need to do your sign up for the subscription on the website rather than the app. But you just put those account details into the app and then you'll get that discount if you sign up. It is off your first payment, so my recommendation, if you can do it, is to pay a year up front and you'll get a year 20% off the entire year, which is an absolute steal. But you'll also get 20% off the first month if you'd just like to do it monthly. So the code there is Planecaster20. It's on the screen all the time for you there. Do have a look at it. It's a great bit of kit. We use it here all the time, as you can imagine. And when you see our normal level of data and information that's coming up about aircraft and stuff like that, it's a good chunk of that comes from the team at Radarbox using their amazing API that they make available to me, because they all thought it was rather cool what we could do overlaying you know, great information with pictures live from the airport. So thank you to them as ever. It's a collaboration we most appreciate. So can't be far away now. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's on approach now. It looks like it did a little loop to lose some height. It's coming in from Zurich. It's not the service I thought it was actually, sorry, apologies, it's not the Berlin. The Berlin looks like it's delayed. This is the inbound Embraer 190 with Swiss Air, and it's coming in from Zurich. Be with us in about 3 minutes. Apologies again for the sun, folks. It's I can influence lots of things, but the position of the sun is definitely not one of them, or the position of the airport in relation to the sun. This is pretty much the viewing position you'd want for arrivals, departures, and generally having a look at what's going on the apron. So apologies about that, but we'll try and zoom in wherever possible, and the sun doesn't really affect it too much then. As I was saying earlier, lovely day in London, people just having a nice wander along the Docklands here. Plenty of long walks to be had, joggers, runners, walkers, people taking the dog for a walk. It's just a really nice area, and many people taking advantage across this big open stretch of water in front of me where there's lots of local water sports clubs and activities going on. Mike Wild, hello, how you doing? First arrival is coming out. Let's catch that. Now what you won't particularly notice on that angle until I pan out, which I'll do now quickly, is how high in the sky that is for a landing aircraft. And that is one of the big differences between here and other airports because of the topology and the land around. It means that the landings are done at a very different angle. It's our first arrival of the day here at London City Airport, Helvetic, Embraer 190. Looks like that might be going in the stand that's probably, yeah, directly in front of us here. What's been happening, folks? Hope you have had a great week. Hope you've enjoyed all the amazing aviation that's been on offer from various aviation streamers across the UK and beyond. I know that some channels don't like you speaking about other streamers, but you are very, very welcome to talk about other streamers on here if you say nice things, because we love it all. Right, that's a lovely view there, isn't it? But we've got another arrival on the way in, which I shall pan around just for you in just a second. This is that Berlin service I was telling you about. Let's pan around to that now. That's your inbound from Berlin, 3A City Flyer Embraer. Adding those two into the mix is making things look a bit fuller down here. Well, I think we've got some room for some more down the easterly end, if need be. Sorry folks, I didn't mean to go quite as loud as that. It's fun to bring you the sound of those engines burning. That amazing turn on a sixpence. See that manoeuvre here quite a bit, absolutely brilliant. That's your aircraft that just landed before. Excuse me. Lord Darlow, good afternoon, how are you? Welcome. We've had a dinner update. Dinner, gammon, mashed peas and parsley sauce. The mighty baggies have had a good week, that's good. Glad to hear it, Darlow. LHR overheads, yes, absolutely, we are definitely grabbing them. It's quite cloudy, and I'm just looking up now, actually, there's a nice chunk of blue sky, but where they're turning is currently covered by cloud, which I'll show you, which is kind of over there at the minute. But occasionally they come over my head here, and when they do, I promise you, we'll bring them in. You can watch them all the way down. You can watch them approach courtesy of us, and then you can watch them land courtesy of Big Jet TV. You can put both on YouTube at once. You can be like a proper pro aviation watcher. 2 streams at once. That's committed to the cause. Absolutely nothing to report at the moment, though, I'm afraid. Just going to make a little bit of rain preparation, just in case. As you might be able to hear there, an aircraft that's starting up. I'm just looking for where it is at the minute because it's not immediately obvious to me. Right, got it now. Sorry, folks. Do you know, it's almost impossible to see the beacon flashing. Right, I think it's that one actually. There we go. It is this aircraft here you see before you that's on the way out. Darlo, I can confirm it's definitely not the boat race, but there might be people training for it, you never know. Looks like that sort of boat. I've kind of refrained from talking about it too much because it's not really my area of expertise. Yeah, Darlo says, I like the BA registrations with the LCY, absolutely. And I think you'll see some of those aircraft at Stansted soon, in next winter, as I understand it. Or the forthcoming winter, I should say. There's a view for you, look, folks. SBA Embraer, certainly amongst friends. Loads of them in here today. Oh, there goes the sun again now, I can't see anything. I'll try and keep the angles quite tight for you folks, that way we're avoiding the worst of the sun. So bad down that way. So essentially this airport has a 24-hour shutdown, which is to give the residents a break from all the noise of this local airport. So essentially London City shuts at 12 PM lunchtime on Saturdays, and then reopens at 12 PM lunchtime the following day, Sunday, giving you a 24-hour kind of break, which is why we're back here at 12 today to catch the action. Some big tin going in there now. Can't see it, unfortunately. I can't see it because of the sun here, folks. Looks like we'll have our first departure of the day then here. Got a balance problem with my camera. Can you see that, folks, as it keeps drooping down? Just bear with me, I'll try and deal with that now. Never seem to get that right first off. Right. That's better. Definitely lots of water-based noises here you can hear on the camera. This one is off to Milan, Lanate Airport. Look how quick this takes off, folks. Rotate. That's got to be the ride of your life, hasn't it, folks? Taking off at that speed. Incredible stuff, absolutely incredible stuff. Whoops, let's not make you all dizzy. That aircraft took off already at 3,000 feet. And on the way in next, very shortly, in fact it is visible on display, got a beautiful A220 for you, coming in with ITA, and it's coming in from the same destination as the aircraft has just departed and is going to, which is Milan. Lanate is the outline of a lovely 220 for you. So we can get some focus on that. There we go. I remember about a year ago, A220 making a first ever visit to Bristol Airport, which was interesting. That was with Swiss Air. Managed to catch it, which was great. That is always a beautiful sight, A220 in a field of Embraers. That, of course, and do correct me if I'm wrong here folks, was going to be the C series by, I think, Bombardier, but Airbus licensed it or took over it in the UK or in Europe and now market it as the Airbus A220, possibly worldwide in fact, and much to the annoyance of Boeing, as I seem to recall. Those who have flown on it say it's a fine aircraft, and it certainly looks like it from here. Simon Kirby, thank you very much for joining us. How you doing? Okay, afternoon aviation hunters. I hope you caught their show live from Heathrow yesterday, folks. Sorry for the delay. Hello, Dad has joined me. Lovely sights here at London City Airport, and apologies for the delay getting to the stream, folks. I've got my hands full here. I've got so used to having Pete with me. It's he's not here today, so I'm suddenly having to get all the information myself. Pete, come back. So every week you will find a brilliant stream from the team at Aviation Hunters, primarily from Heathrow, but sometimes at Bristol as well, where they can get some amazing angles, and I highly recommend it. Got another one coming in for you. highly recommend getting onto their channel, making sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the notifications for new streams. Oh, sunshine playing havoc with the auto focus here today, having to do a bit of manual focus, so apologies folks. Like I say, we'll try and work around these dodgy angles of that we're needing to do because of the sunshine, the glare. I can hear aircraft around in the sky, guys, but I can't see it, otherwise I will bring it to you. So Aviation Hunters are saying ITA will switch their operations to only Gatwick and London City after deciding to scrap the Heathrow route on the 30th of March. It's great information, thank you guys. Simon, sorry to hear about the migraine, hope you're feeling a bit better now. Radar Box have joined us, our friends at Radar Box, how you doing? Team Radar Box. We're not using your specific data today because we haven't quite set it up for this airport. Our normal airport of course is Bristol, but we are so excited to show what we've been developing using a combination of ADSB and your amazing data, so we can't wait for that. And remember folks, the Radar Box app, you can go and download that right now from your favourite store, whether you're on iOS, too busy talking, sorry, whether you're on iOS or Android, go to the Play Store and you can download Radar Box for free. But if you like what you see and you fancy using one of their premium options where they've got some amazing features, you can use the code Planecaster20 to get 20% off your first subscription payment. That means if you sign up for a year in advance, you're going to get 20% off the whole year. Make sure you do the sign up on the website, and then your account details will work in the app. And that code is on the screen so you don't forget it. And next week at Bristol, we'll be there on Saturday around 1:30, something like that. I absolutely cannot wait to show you some new stuff we've been working on, subject to getting it all done this week. That will be incredibly exciting. Go, so that was over to the private jet area. Now, one of these is starting up. Bear with me, and I will look for the relevant beacon so I can work out which one it is. This one here, I think. Perfect. Yeah, good morning to your Radar Box team. It's great to speak with you. Thank you for joining us on our little stream. Another arrival to come, and the aircraft you're looking at here is definitely going to depart. We've got the arrival first though, so I'm going to swing the camera around and catch that. To apologise if you're watching on a headset or something and swinging the camera around that quick has made you slightly dizzy. I do apologise. There we go. It's like another little private jet coming in. Speaking of Radar Box, the team recently put out a blog article, and we were delighted to be featured as part of their stuff. And alongside some brilliant streamers, so if you're looking for streamers around the world, Radar Box have actually put a great collection of various streamers in the same place. Sorry folks, sorry for the shake. There we go. So go to their website and have a look at blog, and you find out all the details. Clouding over a little bit here now, so it's making me look a little bit nervous at the sky. That's fine, we're set up for a wet weather operation. Zoom out a bit, folks, just check something. Right, I'm not going to prepare for the rain, I'm just going to deal with it when it happens, folks. You can probably hear aircraft coming over, and I would love to bring them to you folks, but they're just behind the clouds. We're just getting the occasional micro glimpse. By the time I get the camera there, you won't have them, so apologies. Right. So the BA that taxied off, let's bring that to you. It's down here. That'll be our next departure. Forgive me for not getting to the stream very often, folks. And thank you ever so much. Simon Kirby's one of our brilliant moderators. Really appreciate you being here today. Thank you very much. Hope you're feeling okay today, Dad. Nice to see you yesterday. Now. There is a site. It's a cloudy site. This is what I'm saying about missing it. Oh, come on, come out. There you go. In again. Oh, very intermittent. It's not good. Sorry, folks. Comes our next departure, folks. Our next rocket out of London City Airport. So we'll find out how low that cloud is. Not too bad, not too bad. And seen here at London City Airport. Nothing on approach or departing at the moment. So let's have a look at this fabulous skyline. I am always in love with it as soon as I see it. Just so much going on in this amazing city. There is the incredibly steep drop of the Emirates Airline cable car. Love it. Anyway, let's swing back around. Let's see what we've got toward. Just keep an eye on this Helvetic. I have to say, actually, having said that, the KLM looks like there might be some action occurring. Let's see how that one's getting on. Did I pin that message, Darlo? Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing there. I think I clicked something along. some great chat going on here about the economics of the A220. There'll be moisture in the sky, folks. You might hear a lot of rustling in a second. Yeah, the A318 route was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it, from here? Was it to New York and then they stopped at Shannon or somewhere like that for clearance and refueling, and essentially you would go through US Customs in Ireland, get off the plane in America as if you were a domestic arrival. Absolutely fantastic stuff. That was something I would have loved to go on, but a bit out of my price range, I think. Folks, I'm going to have to do a little bit of adjustment just to make myself rainproof here, so if you could just bear with me. Apologies for the shaking. I'll try and zoom out a bit to minimise that. I do everything I can not to swear now putting this on. So it always makes me think it's the most complicated thing in the world. Just waterproofing, folks. Sorry about the shaky views. This is an evil necessity. So we've got an arrival and a departure. Lots going on. Do bear with me. I'm having to use the internal viewfinder now, so changes things a little bit. Having said that, it's probably easier to look through this than the sun. for some purposes. So let's bring you this arrival. This is the Edinburgh inbound service from BA City Flyers and Embraer E190, and it's Lima Charlie Alpha Delta, the registration, if you're tracking them today. Lima Charlie Alpha Delta. Great to see you all chatting amongst yourselves, folks, and apologies I'm not getting the chance to really look at that at the moment, but I shall. Clicking and the whirring of cameras from fellow spotters enjoying this amazing viewpoint here, directly opposite London City Airport, Albert Dock. Blimey, that was a way to stop, wasn't it? Do you think they spotted the camera and wanted to go past nice and slow? So that was your inbound. There is an outbound as well, which is on its way down the runway now, so the Helvetic. Just have a quick look now, is making a move as well shortly. That was the boom you heard of one of their engines starting up. We'll pop back down the other end of the runway and bring you the takeoff in just a second. Just going to keep an eye on my waterproofing stuff here. Okay, let's bring you the takeoff. This departure is off to San Sebastian, airport code EAS. It's Lima Sierra Yankee Papi. Blimey, Danny, speak it out. Golf Lima Charlie Yankee Papa. That is the registration. So ready to go. Wow. I mean, just look at that. It's all a treat here with that angle at the top, blimey. Actually thought it was a rocket. Wonderful stuff here at London City Airport, and here's another one on its way. Helvetic will also be next. That's starting to move as well, so let's give that a little bit of attention. Sun behind the cloud has given us a little bit of a respite. So 2 to depart now. The Helvetic will be the second. Gotta love that noise, don't you? A bit further down. This is off to Malaga, AGP. The one you're looking at right now. You can see that amazing takeoff process as well, where the engines go up and then the brakes just go off, causing this great surge right from the off. Well, as soon as I said that, that one looked a little bit more traditional, but there we are. Next up, Helvetic. This is off to Zurich, where it came in from. Hotel Bravo Alpha Zulu Hotel is the registration. It is actually an Embraer E190 E2. It is the Profit Hunter series of the jet. Extremely efficient. And again, by all accounts, a bit of a pleasure to fly on, as I understand. Not had the pleasure yet. Definitely on my list. Out of this airport, preferably. So you can hear those engines spooling now. And there's the brakes off. Effortless. Absolutely effortless. Let's have a look at the A220. Looks like a bit of loading up now. Thanks very much for joining us today, folks. Sorry I'm not getting much chance to look at the chat, but I'm glad you're all having a nice chinwag on there. If you are new to the channel, please do press that subscribe button. It won't cost you anything, absolutely anything at all, but it makes a big difference to us, and will help keep you up to date with future stuff that we do, primarily from Bristol Airport in the southwest of the UK, and we'll be back there on Saturday. Simon says, Danny, I'm still here, but I'm going to be quiet for a while. I've got some wall scrubbing that needs to be done. Simon, rather you than me. That sounds like real work. Good luck with that anyway. And thank you very much for being here today. Just scrolling back, Lord Darlow was talking about the LCY to Shannon. Just 32 business class seats. Sounds fantastic. Whatever your other plans are today, whatever you're doing, it's great to have you here, spending a few minutes watching planes with us here at London City Airport. We're on Albert Dock, opposite the airport. Anybody can come here. It's a nice, easy space to get to. I think it's called Albert Dock Station, actually, just minutes away. Got something massive over my head now. Going to Heathrow at last. But, as you can see, we have a problem. Hopefully that's going to be the worst of the cloud and it will start clearing up, and we'll be able to bring you more of that overhead stuff into Heathrow. I know that you've got the team at Big Jet TV bringing you arrivals and departures from there today, so hopefully we can complement it. If you can set up 2 YouTube streams at once, we can show what we're passing over into Big Jet's territory. Ollie says, what's your favourite airport? I've got a very soft spot for Gatwick, Ollie, but I cannot find a place that suits to broadcast from. If you do like that airport, don't forget that SDTV are down there every Thursday morning, bringing you a great stream every single week. But from my point of view, I can't quite get in the same position, and it's also a bit of a trek with all the equipment. So Gatwick is a particular favourite of mine because of the sheer mix of stuff that you see there, and it's just never quiet. It's just non-stop. So that particular airport is a big favourite of mine. Thank you very much for asking. Of course, I love Bristol though, and if you've ever flown out of Bristol Airport, you'll know just how simple it is. It is just easy. Ah, Darlo, we don't have to talk about the rugby, do we? That's twice now. Here's the funny thing, fun fact. I was in Scotland when Wales lost in Scotland, and I was in England when Wales lost in England. So, yeah, great. I think I'll be writing off the Six Nations for Wales this year. There's a serene shot for you there. Right, looks like the KLM is going to be making a swift departure out of here very shortly, so let's watch them for a bit. Docks here were absolutely rammed just now with people watching all the action. It's gone very quiet, so I don't know if they know something I don't, or they know something about the weather. It's slightly alarming. I keep managing to move the camera with my myself. Sorry, folks. So actually, both of these jets you see before you are now looking like they're going to be departing soon. Definitely emptying up the airport. Hopefully for some more arrivals. And just looking at the times here, we've got aircraft in about 20 minutes or so. A little bit less than that, in fact. 15 minutes from Belfast. E190 in from Norwich. That's a long flight. Dusseldorf. And then arrivals all out throughout the 2 and 3 o'clock hours. So plenty to bring you today. Oh, look at this. The BA has sneaked out first. That's cheeky, isn't it? That is cheeky. I'm sure the KLM was starting up beforehand. KLM very close behind. It's definitely not going to miss second place. So we'll bring you those 2 departures very, very soon. Oh yeah, Darlow, honestly. Rugby in Wales recently is an absolute disaster. Ollie, can you get just as close to the action as Bristol? Yes and no. If you're prepared to walk quite a long way round the back, you can go across a farmer's field, which has got a public right-of-way, and you can be right at the end of the runway. A bit like that position we sometimes have at Planecaster. But it takes a substantial amount of effort, and it's potentially across a really muddy, ploughed up field, so it can be quite an ordeal. If you're just going for plane spotting though, yourself, and you don't have to take a load of equipment with you, then actually it's great. Right, okay, so that's confused me. KLM is now in the lead. Talk about make life hard for yourself. So I think the KLM's going down the runway now and backtracking. So we'll see a nice little 180 here. That's a good bit of asserting control there from the KLM. I like that. Here goes that manoeuvre. Oh, blimey. I don't know how much of that comes across on the TV, but there's something of the it's like a little mini explosion when when that first sort of noise starts, which I guess is exactly what it is, a mini explosion in the engine as the fuel ignites. But yeah, it's quite a striking noise here, even more so when the blue ITA starts up. I think those engines make some great noises. The A220 there. Right now though, some Embraer action. This is KLM. I haven't looked, but I'm going to make a very lazy assumption that this is going to Amsterdam. There's a funky shot for you. Yeah, if it is going to Amsterdam, it's going via the moon with that takeoff. Fantastic stuff. There goes a little bit of a double shot there, but clouds are still playing a little bit of havoc. Right, the BA now was in the lead. Had to take a... sorry about that, folks. There you go. Had to take second place to the KLM. Well, we have a very nice empty airport now. Another one on its way, in fact. Plenty of action here at London City, and arrivals due in very, very soon. We'll start filling up again. Mrs. Planecaster certainly wears the trousers, eh? Oh my goodness me, Simon, tell me about it. Well, she certainly has to think she does anyway, just between you and me. That's the strategy. So she's not watching, eh? The Welsh Government is thinking about building a new CWO. We could do something with the old one, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Thank you for all your comments and discussion today on the chat. Because I'm in kind of rain mode now, it's not so easy for me to read the messages. I have to just have a quick sort of look on my phone as we have a little quiet bit here, so apologies, but hello to each and every one of you who have visited us today, dropped in, dropped out, flicking around, watching other streams. I get it, I'd be doing the same probably, but I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing here from London City Airport. We've had a mad little flurry of departures, and we're about to see a similar kind of set of arrivals, I think. And then of course the corresponding departures from that as well, so plenty to stay with us for here. It's not a good time to get hiccups, is it? Excuse me. The arrival I spoke about may already be on approach. Actually, as soon as I've said that, that started moving. Famous Planecaster kiss of death there. There is an arrival in due soon, so we'll look forward to seeing it. But before that, we'll see this departure. Another rocketing Embraer. Actually, before that, can I quickly catch this? If you're watching both streams, you're watching Heathrow as well, with Big Jet, see if you can get him to go, easy son, on that one when it lands. It's the done thing. Right. Back to London City though, and this departure, BA City Flight Embraer. That seagull wants to get out of the way. shot just above it on the approach in and out the cloud. Tiddler going into Heathrow. Which is in that direction. Now, there's that noise. Let's keep an eye on this one, shall we, for when it starts. Sorry folks. Don't stand on the camera tripod is my advice. Right, we're watching for engine 2 startup. Oh, here we go, I think. The fuel properly introduced, I imagine, and now it's motoring, absolutely motoring. Oh, blimey, blimey, blimey. Blimey, I've done something on here, sorry. Darlo, I do apologise. I've absolutely hidden you. What on earth have I done? Oh, folks, technical mare. Technical mare, so I'm only on my phone today rather than usually using a tablet because of the way I'm all kind of sealed up to deal with the weather. And I keep putting my phone back in my pocket, forgetting to put it onto standby, and of course that then is playing havoc in my pocket and taking all sorts of action. So really sorry about that, Darla. I've accidentally hid you. I've now, I believe, unhid you, and please accept my apologies. It's pure incompetence on my part. Next departure will be this A220 with ITA. It's a glorious sight, all in blue. Just the little stripe on the tail there. And the white engines, of course. These flats in the background get a great view, don't they? Goodness, Darla's never going to forgive me now. I hope I haven't done it to anybody else as well. Apologies. Simon, thank you for spotting my incompetence there. Much appreciated. This is why we have proper moderators, you see. Who know what they're doing. Next arrival, as promised. Took a bit longer than I thought, but here it is now. Skies are beginning to clear up here. We'll stay with this arrival. Might be able to get you some more stuff going into Heathrow as the afternoon progresses, if the skies stay the way they're looking now. Anyway. And the return of the sunshine directly in our view means these angles will be a little bit more tricky again now, folks, but I will do my best. passing traffic. Let the tiddler go first. That'll be our next departure by the looks of things, the little private jet that went past. Well, when I say our next departure, of course, we didn't do all this bit of business first. Let's get rid of the A220. As sad as we are to see it go, it's been, got its passengers, so we must say goodbye. Go for the A220. Another arrival on the way in. We do have a little mini departure, I think, down there as well, waiting to go, but it won't get out in time, I don't think. Let me just see if that's holding somewhere. Yeah, that's holding down there. So here's your next arrival. I'm going to go a bit wider on this one, just so you can see the angle. Let the aircraft come in here. It is absolutely amazing. Darlow's back, for goodness me. Darlow, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, that story just gets even better. Hearing that he was on the loo at the time, didn't even notice all the debacle. Sorry, Darlow. Hopefully that showed you that amazing angle of descent. It's just so unique. So that's couple of arrivals we've had. I said the airport will start filling up again. They don't just throw these schedules together, you know. Show you how the impact of that sun now, folks, is quite a makes quite a difference until you zoom in, and then you've got like a little bit. It's a bit easier to see what's going on then. Right, which one's out next? What do you reckon, folks? Feels like something down this end. Pretty sure that's the one that just arrived. Oh, folks, missing all the action here. Here we go. certainly wouldn't put me in charge of like military photography, would you? Honestly. Definitely getting a bit warmer here again now the sun's come out. It got chilly for quite a minute there. I didn't watch the Black Country Derby, Darlo. This is actually Mrs. Planecaster's the other side of London. I got to pick her up on the way after doing this. Hopefully she won't be watching or hearing. I deserve all of this banter on it after my... I mean, I've never worked out how to ban anyone, even if I tried, so now I've managed to do it accidentally. That's fantastic work, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. If you've found us today, welcome to the channel. I can see some new subscribers. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining and watching the planes here at London City Airport with me and our amazing community. Over to the right hand side of where I'm filming, so this end, just to give you some perspective, is Heathrow. So you will see arrivals going in. Oh, look at that. Talk about on cue. You will see arrivals going into Heathrow. Unfortunately, somebody keeps hoofing great clouds in the way. But essentially, if you're watching Big Jet TV and you can put both the streams on, you'll be able to see the aircraft leaving this area and being handed over to Jerry. So it's all going on today. I don't know if you managed to catch Think Planes live from Manchester this morning as well. Always a brilliant stream with Simon and Liz. I hope they've kept you entertained from that particular airport. Great variety of aircraft there. They're back during the week as well from Manchester. Normally do the super early doors, so it's worth tuning into those guys. It's called Think Planes on YouTube. Also Simon Low Aviation, broadcast from there at least a couple of times a week, probably more. You've got brilliant coverage from Manchester, and of course Airliners Live. There's a bit of London wailing sirens action for you, just so you know I'm definitely in the heart of the city here. Another arrival has just appeared on the horizon, which I shall bring to you now. And I can actually find the horizon. This is any other airport, you'd be looking down here. Honestly, you'd be looking kind of there, but this airport always gets me. Always gets me. Right. Simon Kirby, that's exactly the story, isn't it? That is literally what is going on here now. I look like an absolute madman as people come past. Not even catching the planes, look. Oh, dear me. This is the harsh life of a streamer, you see. Risk of sounding obvious, the wind is getting up just a little bit, as you can probably hear. Looks like this one's catching a little bit of that on the way in. Another departure for you in just a second. As soon as that starts rolling, I'll pass back to that one. Swing that now for the other departure. that's it for the departures at the minute. This one is just parking up right now, so let's watch that. Okay. Simon, thanks very much for the information. I'm not doing a very good job of that today. It's all happening. Next in is BA from Amsterdam. That is now on the horizon. I'll swing round to that in just a second. Darlo says, I'm surprised Cambridge Airport doesn't do well. I've been to Cambridge Airport, actually. Could work as students look to travel abroad, maybe to Europe. Good idea, that, Darlo. You might have opened up a whole new opportunity there. They've got a decent runway, haven't they? Moody old skies here, look, folks. Across the London Docklands. Heathrow over in that direction, as I've like to mention. There's nothing going in there at the minute, otherwise I'll try and swing the camera around and bring that to you. However, we do have an arrival coming in, so let's bring that to you now. Bit of tippy toes there. Love it. Lord Darlow, Mrs. Planecaster is seeing some good friends of hers who are visiting, or one's visiting from abroad, and they like to get together, have a few drinks. And I also was coming up this way to see my dad, who's up in Essex, so we kind of made the trip efficient for both of us. She's having a liquid lunch, as I understand it, right now, and I'll go and pick her up on the way back to Cardiff. So it's all pretty neat arrangements. She would not have been very happy to be at Twickenham, that's for sure. So the BA to Prague is waiting for departure, Simon says. Thank you for that. Do you know the A300, Simon? I saw the tail and it just went in the cloud. I was going to swing the camera around. Apologies for that. Welcome to the channel, folks. If you're new to Planecaster, please do press that like and subscribe button, and we will love you forever. We'll love you forever anyway, to be honest, but if you press that button, even more so. So thank you, because it helps us spread the word of the channel. We're normally at Bristol Airport, bringing you plenty of action from there once a week. We've got some respite from the sun again now, which is quite good. You can just about see into the departure lounge there, can't you? I feel like I can take this off now, this rain cover, which gives me a little bit more freedom, so bear with me, folks. That's not going far away though, folks, let me tell you. That is not going far away. I am not trusting the skies over London City today at all. And that's a fact. Wind is definitely getting up a bit. What I think I'll do is firstly apologise for all that noise. Let's put our screen back on now, I think. Easier now for me to see what's going on. I don't want to persuade the sun to go away, but actually today it's not helping one bit. Right, there is a bit of action going into Heathrow there. Loving the way that wind looks. Is that a Dreamliner by any chance? Sky's clearing a little bit, so we'll keep an eye open, try and bring you some of those shots. RAF Voyager overlooking, overflying. Not seeing anything, it must be quite high, is it? Oh, I see, right, yeah, that's going to be way too high for me to see. This one's been towed out. It's all very well towing him. You're not going to be able to take off that way though. Not unless that tow truck is super well spec'd. That would be quite the manoeuvre, wouldn't it? Skies are pretty quiet over London. Well, look at that, just as I say that. And the skies are pretty quiet, and that appears. Can't say I'm not alert, folks. Is that a A350? There you go. If you've got Big Jet TV open, you can watch that come in. Be a A350 or a Dreamliner anyway, one of the two, I suspect. Looking at the wing. Oh, maybe we'll get a few flyovers now, folks. Right, so the BA plane being towed down there is still being towed. So it might be going in for maintenance of some sort. Keep an eye on these for a minute. Famous building there. Looking at the river, the wind has picked up, means a storm or rain is due. Thanks, Darlo, that's all I need. So that was an A350 from Vancouver, fantastic. Let me know if anybody's watching it on two streams as well. It'd be great to see it from me passed over to Big Jet. Love a bit of that. There's a little Airbus just gone over the top of me, but it's at an angle I won't be able to bring it, I'm afraid. Folks, don't forget, our friends at Radar Box are offering an amazing discount code for you. You can firstly download the app for free from the regular App Store on your iPhone or your Android device. You can go to the Play Store, download Radar Box. It is free to download and use, but they do have some premium features, and they will give you 20% off your first payment. So if your first payment is a year in advance, you want to pay the whole lot up at front, then you will get 20% off the entire year, which is an absolute banging deal. So Planecaster 20 is the discount code. It's on your screen, bottom right. And hope you're able to take advantage of that and check out the amazing app from our friends there at Radar Box, who joined us on the channel earlier briefly for a quick chinwag. And join in watching some of the aircraft movements here at London City, which was a great pleasure. Let's have a look at the city while it's quiet as well. Oh, look, something going right over my head now, but I can't get the camera up that far. It should appear about there though. There it is. It's only a tiddler though, I think. Let's have a look at the city though. Lovely views here that you get on the water side. This is the whole Canary Wharf area. Some of the amazing sights here, look. Some of the classic buildings you would have heard of or seen reference to, especially at the minute actually on The Apprentice. They always like to use their shots of the Docklands and the city, don't they? Now, something big over the top now. But going into those clouds just there. Like a 777 or something. Maybe an A350 actually. Let's have a look. Is it going to come out of the cloud? Come on. You can hear it. Oh man, sorry folks, that was a nice sight as well. Anyway, here looks like we've got a private jet movement occurring. Who, why, where or when, I don't know. But I can tell you it's happening. Ah, right. Let me just go up. Let me just go up there. That's what we had seen. Oh, it's gone again. There it is. Yeah. Bit of a loss, that one. Let's keep an eye on this one though. Let's just adjust my screen. Oh, it was a Delta 330 from LAX. I thought it was something sizable. Darlo, I think you're actually quite right. Some of these people are quite successful anyway. I don't know why they go on The Apprentice. What they're doing is giving away money and influence. It's quite a zoom, folks. Sorry for us shaking. Better. Right, we'll see where the... We've got another start-up there, haven't we? Another start-up. Who's flashing? Who's flashing? That one's flashing. Right. This one is starting up as well. We've got the business jet to take off. Nothing on approach currently, but I will bring it to you. Some great noises coming from over there. Got another long boat here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on it, or 8 people and somebody shouting at them to do all the work. Something big over there. So big it's in the clouds. Oh, come on folks, where are you now? Show yourself. There. Is it me or is it just suddenly some bigger stuff coming into Heathrow? Just timings, I guess. We did promise you some overflights and managed to get them. And there's another overflight. That's the business jet. So high, I can hardly get it. But also, over here, I don't know if you noticed that on the takeoff shot. Another kind of awkwardly positioned plane there. Yeah, the business jet was a bit of a loss really because it's gone up at the speed of light. Anyway. We enjoyed what we saw. Let's come back to this BAE getting ready for departure. Starting to get a bit chilly again. That was the zip of my coat I did feel the need to point out now. It's not that scary, don't worry. Oh, look, can you hear that, folks? Tyler, we're broadcasting in 1080. Not 4K, but what we do here, which I think sets us apart for some streams, is we go 50 frames a second. Which means you should get an overall smoother experience. Oh, look at that, look at the trails. Beautiful. Thank you for asking. Right, some new coming, I think, from this one now. Yep. Yeah, back in the day, LCY and Fokkers, somebody was talking about. You're absolutely right. I have. I recall those days, in fact. It's clouding up again in the sky, although it's actually it's higher cloud, which means we should still be able to see the great overfly shots. Expecting some more inbound soon as well. It's like a tale of two halves in terms of the skies here. Blue over us, and then this big line of grey cloud extending all the way to the west there. Right, we'll bring the departure of that BA City Flyer to you when it turns round. It's off to Frankfurt. It's Lima Charlie Alpha Delta is the registration of it. It's an Embraer E190 operated by BA City Flyer for British Airways, like all the stuff from here. So it sounds actually like that BA that's got towed earlier is doing an engine test. Yes. See it quite clearly doing an engine test. That's quite neat, isn't it? Wouldn't want to be standing behind that right now. Got another start-up as well. Hoping we can bring you this departure first, and we'll focus our attention on that. This one's on the roll. Showing you how these two airports work in harmony with each other. Absolutely amazing. That one going into Heathrow. Amazing stuff. Right. Our next movement is going to be this one, I think. Said that the engine test goes on down here by the sound of things. Still giving it large out the back from the look of things. Let's catch this one leaving now. Might spot us over here and give us a wave, you never know. So we're emptying out again, and therefore it would be logical to expect a load more to kind of fill the gaps. 1, 2, 3 left in the airport at the moment, plus the fourth one on engine test. This one's about to go. Looks like they're taking a route down the runway to avoid the aircraft doing the engine test. You might be able to hear that in the background. It looks like they've come to a stop for a moment. It's off to Chambry, this Embraer that you're looking at now. LCAC. Warm welcome to the channel, those of you who have joined us for the first time today and subscribed. It's wonderful to have your company. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you'll join us for future streams. You'll be very, very welcome. Do feel free to come and say hello on the chat. I know you'll be made to feel very welcome. Just a quick reminder as well, if you do like your Heathrow action, and I'm not sure if Big Jet TV is still going for it right now, but if you do like your Heathrow action, not only obviously if you've got Big Jet, you've got Aviation Hunters as well, who were with us earlier on the stream. Great guys, live in the same city as I do, Cardiff, and they are bringing you amazing footage. They've got a great vantage point, and they've invested really heavily to make sure that what they bring you is top notch, so cannot recommend them enough. Get onto Aviation Hunters on YouTube and click that subscribe button, and you will be very glad you did. Oh, where's this off to now? This is a new route. Oh, I see, right. Back on the taxiway now, was on the runway, I believe. Now, in terms of arrivals, I've got nothing to tell you about at the minute. The 1620 that was coming in with Luxair has been cancelled. The 1520 has been delayed until approximately an hour's time. That's a Dash 8. Next arrival looks like it'll be about 1517, which is going to be in about 20 minutes or so, I think, roughly. Yes, I believe so. Sorry, folks. Normally I would have my own data to relate to from our friends at Radarbox, but unfortunately I've got, it's only set up for working at Bristol, where I developed the initial round of the software. We're on a separate branch of development now to bring you some new stuff, hopefully in time for Bristol next week on Saturday. I'll be so thrilled if we can bring that to you, because I've been working on it for so long. That is some moody sky action, isn't it? That is crazy. Right. Let's give you some more apprentice vibes. There's the Millennium Dome, or the O2. It's more commonly known. Nice little angle there. You can see it all in a big clump. Lord Darlow's talking about Boris Island, I remember that. There was a bit of chat about that. $15, $20 is probably covering. Yeah, it is. I think that's what's going on, Darlow. The first one out from Luxembourg was late, and then they're like, oh my goodness me, they're all going to run into each other, therefore let's not bother sending 2 flights. It's got BA departing. Lower cloud is definitely coming over again now, so maybe not so much of the overflying to Heathrow, I'm afraid, but if anything's obvious, I'll definitely bring it. You can tell I'm concentrating on 2 things at once, can't you? Looks like another departure as well going on opposite me, I think. I say that, but I can't see the telltale red beacon flash. I'll keep my eyes open. Another possible chance of some rain again. Might have to go into rain mode again, folks. Next departure just a few moments away. Definitely a bit of rain over there. I think I might have to go rain mode again, folks. Bear with me. Sorry for all the noise. sun makes another appearance. We do have another aircraft making a departure down there, but let's get this runway takeoff out of the way first. This was the other departing aircraft. And that just leaves one, plus the one on engine test, which is just there. Don't know whether they've completed their test yet, or they're going to do some more. I'm sure there's some theme music we should be playing just at that point right there. Right, it's been a while since we've seen an arrival. We've certainly got plenty of room. This rain thing, bear with me folks, while we've got a little gap. Let me get this on here before this takeoff. No pressure. Oh, no. The answer to that question, folks, is no. A resounding no. Let's do this first. Yeah, tannoy you can hear, by the way, is the instructions being issued to the guys and girls in the boat. like the test aircraft is doing another test. Their beacon is now flashing. I can hear an engine starting. Oh, it's already started, is it? Oh, maybe it's just being towed. That's why the beacon is flashing. Folks, again, sorry I'm not getting time to look at the chat. It's a bit of faffing at the minute. Oh, excuse me, a bit of faffing. A little bit of a delay with this takeoff. Say there's some right moody sky behind the skyscrapers at the moment. Big old clouds, we'll have a look at those in a second. Let's catch this departure. Idea of those moody clouds we're talking about. Pretty epic down there. Let's get the camera on while we've got a second. Right. Thought I had something for you over there. Obviously not. Sorry, folks. Right. Now. Let's get ourselves sealed up for the potential onslaught. So the remaining aircraft in London City Airport right now is this one. Actually, that's a complete lie. Sorry, the remaining two aircraft is that one and that one. This one was doing the air test, I think, just now, the engine test, which we presume is checked out. So this is the other one. Danny, can I just take this opportunity to thank you on behalf of everyone who's watched today. Thoroughly enjoyable afternoon. Thank you very much, Simon. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. It is approaching quiet time now here, I think. I would imagine we're going to get more arrivals in, but I've also got to split soon, so let me just see if I can bring you one more arrival. And that might be it for today. Let's have a quick look. So true. I am that nutter talking to myself in a high vis. I literally am dressed in that gear today. Got about 35 minutes left on the main battery anyway, so it seems like a good opportunity to wrap things up. I'll just have a quick look and see what we've got on the radar. Nothing immediately coming in, folks, so I think maybe now's a good time to finish up. Just tracking something. There's an A380, but I don't think I'm going to be able to see it from this vantage point with the low cloud that's dropped down. So I got the wet camera equipment on, so I can't really go around there to do my bit to the camera to say goodbye. So I think I'm just going to say goodbye now, folks. Well, we'll wait for these people first. They're going to come past in the boat, being shouted at. I'll let you listen in.
It's down 4. There's a backstop. 500. Ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Kayaking! Aye! Pick up! Aye! Fuck kayak!
There's definitely some banter going on there. I don't think they're particularly impressed with their rowers there. Folks, thanks ever so much for joining me today. It's been a great pleasure bringing you all this action from London City. It is just starting to rain, so it seems like a really good time just to pack up. Thanks ever so much for your time and for joining us today. Don't forget that Planecaster 20 code you can use on the Radar Box website to get 20% off a subscription. And thank you so much to Simon Kirby for stepping in today as mod, and also thank you very much to Darlo, and again Darlo for all your chat, and apologies for inadvertently cutting you off earlier. My sincerest apologies for that. Thanks guys, we'll see you again. We're back at Bristol on Saturday. Pete will be with me, and we'll look forward, if I can, to introducing some new features, so that'll be great. Take care guys, all the best. Thank you, bye for now.